Okay, everybody, we are back for episode 3. Karl, Franz, Warhammer 3. Let's get the episode loaded. Yeah, it's this one. When we left off the last time, we were sitting on the fort of Helmgart and basically had it surrounded and hoping that the Beastmen were not going to advance after they took one of my cities. What I'm trying to do on this fort sitting on Helmgart is if I sit on them long enough, because they don't have any support coming from anywhere. This is their entire existence of their faction is sitting in this fort in the pass of the Grey Mountains here. There's no other army that can come in from the exterior and support them. So once I have them surrounded or under siege, which I don't have them under siege, but I just have the entire place surrounded, it basically cuts off any food source, any income. And if you notice here, I'll pull these guys up.
Not possible.
They are these little skulls that are down in the bottom right-hand corner of their picture. That basically states that they are in attrition. And it's all because my two armies have this place surrounded. So it's kind of like I have them under siege, only technically I don't have them under siege. And the longer that I sit on them and these guys go through attrition, this means that their units are actually dying off by a certain number every turn. So every turn they're getting weaker, 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 and I am not.
Men,
if you notice down in the bottom right-hand corner of this, I am not, there's no signs of a green cross down in the bottom right-hand corner of my guys. So I'm not healing either. But I'm also
your word is my
not
command.
Getting worse. If you can look real close, I don't know if it'll show up on the video, but down in the bottom right-hand corner of all of these, you'll see a green cross, but there's a red line through it, which means they need to heal, but they are not healing. And that is only because I am not in my home territory. There's only two ways that you can heal. You have to get back to your home territory, and then a healing process will start. Or you can get back to one of your home cities, and a faster healing process will start. Or if you are out in the other areas of the map, you can put yourself into this stance. It's called encamp. And there's different things that you can do. We can do force march, which allows you to travel further on the map, but you can't instigate any battles, and you are tired in battle. And if you are in march mode and another army attacks you, if you get beat, it doesn't matter how bad or how well you did in battle. If you get beat, everybody is dead, all of them. You can go into ambush mode, which means you can surprise your opponents. You just have to maintain 25% of your mobility to do that. You can go into raiding, which basically means you can rob. Like if I go into if I went into these guys and started raiding them, number one, your diplomacy would go bad because you're basically raping their land for money. So they're not going to take too kindly to it. And then you can do this one. And this is called encamp, which basically means You set up camp, you set up some sort of perimeter, and it's all done inside the game. You can't actually see any of it happen. But it allows you to recruit, but only from the global, because you are not inside your home land. And it also allows you to replenish. So, and then the last one, let me go back because I didn't finish that thought. This one is channeling. And it basically puts a Winds of Magic power reserve of plus 15. So if you know you're going to go into a battle and you know that you're going to use magic and possibly a lot of it, I'm going to turn the air on. It's getting a little stuffy in here. If you know that you're going to go into a battle and you know that you're going to use some magic, then you can put yourself into that type of stance and it will actually gain Winds of Magic by plus 15 every turn. So, all right. My phone's ringing, and it is a scam likely. There's a surprise. It's about all the phone calls I get. All right, so the last time that we did this, it gave us close victory, but we've also done a turn. So I'm going to initiate this attack again, and it's giving us decisive victory this time. The last time it was giving us close victory, and the only reason I didn't do it, I had a pretty good feeling that we could win it. Look at the health on Karl Franz. It is way down, and I didn't want to risk losing him. So if I hover over auto-resolve, I'm not losing anything in the secondary army. I'm not losing anything in the main. Ooh, I am losing. I'm losing the halberdier. I don't want to lose a halberdier. Alright, so we are going to, we're not going to do anything. We're going to keep the encircle.
I can't.
I'm not worried about losing the halberdier because what I'm debating in my head is if I auto-resolve it, I'm going to lose that halberdier, and I can't gain another one until I have a series of buildings built, and then I also need to build another series of buildings just to be able to recruit that halberdier. So if I do this, I'm going to be out the halberdier for a few rounds, and I'm not interested in doing that. I'm not interested in going into the fight on this because I'm concerned that I will A, lose more than the halberdier, and I may lose Karl Franz because his health is at such a risk here. So we're going to go into diplomacy just real quick.
Empire.
Alright, Nordland is interested in a non-aggression.
Surely an agreement will be reached.
Get some money out of him.
Of course. Glade.
What?
No trade.
Who calls?
And military access. With Sterling, they're close. How much
Come
do
then.
you want?
Only Sigma's god, Ulrich,
Oh my
can
god,
judge
I
it
gotta pay him
worthy or
almost
no.
1,150. Nope.
So,
Access to your land is not worth that. Alright, Altdorf is saying that I can increase, and it's that one. And I can take the growth up. Alright, I'm taking a gamble here because part of me wants to take Helmgart and then get our butts back down here and deal with this Beastman. But I'm going to go one more turn and let Helmgart, let their forces die off. One more turn. Auto-resolve Helmgart and then turn our attention back to Eilhart. Alright, it's a risk, but we're going to give it a shot. Here we go.
praise be to Sigma.
And I just saw that there is another army sitting right there. I saw that earlier before I changed turns. That's another thing that could hurt us, and he did. He come down and moved in with us. So while he was out, he should have been
Never.
healing. He wasn't. But he is healing now. See how the green is coming in? He's healing. Alright, this may...
Fight for our nation. Protector of the weak.
Alright, so let's see what happens now. What I can do.
I will fight with you.
Decisive victory, even with his secondary army, which is good. Am I going to lose anybody? I'm not going to lose anybody in Karl Franz's army. And to be honest with you, I'm not worried, even if I did lose something here. That I would take. Because I can recruit all of these, even if I did lose them. The only reason I didn't do it on the Halberdier the last time is I can't re-recruit them until I get other buildings built. Alright, so let's decisive victory this. And occupy it. Alright, now what I will do...
I command
Karl
here.
France, next move. I want you out.
Champion of the faith.
You go in.
Sigmarite Arch-Lector.
Now, if I hover over these green crosses, it will tell you exactly how many turns it will take until they are back to normal. That was 3, 3, 3, 3. Basically 3, 3, 3, and 1. All right. So how did Karl Franz's army come out? He'll be ready to go in 4 turns, 2 turns, 3, ooh, crap, 10, 9, 8. Alright, this will speed up once I get him into a town. Alright, so this is Karl Franz. Alright, this one opened up, which is good because once I hit this one, then I can get into Lightning Strike and Quartermaster. This one is going to increase my casualty replenishment rate by 30%. And it will, if I ever get wounded, if Karl Franz gets wounded, he can come back 1 round sooner than what he would. So we'll go there.
Warrior of Sigmar. Bring me to my men.
I am my magic user also went up a level. We will increase the Thunderbolt by 1. Basically, when that does, you can cool down. And the cooldown is just basically how soon you can cast that spell again. Your cooldown takes less time. The winds of magic that it costs to cast that spell will actually drop to a certain extent, and your miscast chance will drop by 15% as well. So increasing the levels of your spells will actually, and in some cases, it will also make them more powerful. Oh, the lord of my secondary army. He gained a level as well. Building. Okay, cool. Altdorf. Which apparently I had forgot. But in the previous episode, apparently we paid for Altdorf to go up to a level 3. Now that it is a level 3, we can expand on some buildings. And I have 6,357. If I build this, which it will generate an income of 300. Right now it's generating an income of 100 and providing a growth of 10. If I build this one for 3,000, it will give me an income of 300 and a growth of 20. Definitely a plus. And I will also want to grab this one when it gets to level 5, just for the income of it, because it will give me 500 gold per turn. The question is, it costs 3, I have 6. Do I want to spend half of my money? This one costs 1,500. It's going to take my income from 375 to 500. I'm going to do that one for now. And then I know eventually I'm going to get into, this is my cavalry. I'm going to build this building because I don't care about any of the lower cavalry. I want the top guys, the Demigryph Knights, which are, they're like a cross. They're almost cat-like. I couldn't tell you if they're a cross between a horse and a cat, but they're almost cat-like. They are very, very cool. I think I will stop there, because if I build, we'll definitely do the cavalry building and the artillery building, because I want those guys right there, Hellstorm rocket batteries, so I'll be able to get those at level 4. Eventually, if we go deep enough into the game, we will get the steam tanks. They're great to have. The other top 5 unit up there, the Hellblaster volley gun. To be honest with you, I've never really used it that much. I've always taken kind of a liking to the Hellstorm rocket battery, and then eventually the steam tanks. So we may get some of the Hellblaster volley guns and try them in an army just to see if they're any good. I'm open to experimenting, and then, you know, letting you guys kind of see how that goes. I think I'm going to stop right there with that building and that building only. It's telling me here that I can upgrade. It gives you the symbol of the building that you can upgrade. So the anchor, it's telling me I can upgrade this. And the skull and crossbones is telling me that I can upgrade that, which we've known that for a long time. The farm is telling me that I can upgrade this. Now here's what I don't do. I usually don't grab the top one. And here's why. When you build the first one, it gives you a growth of 20. The casualty replenishment rate I don't worry about. It's just kind of a perk that goes with it. But the growth is 20. And then if you build the second one, it's a growth of 30. So you gain 10. And it costs you 1,000. This one costs you 1,500, which basically costs the same as this and this, and you only gain 10 more out of it. So I usually don't grab the top tier one, which is 1,500. I usually just let them sit on the second one. The money one, I always take it to the third tier. It allows me, if I grab that one, my growth will increase and I will actually get to level 5 faster. I just, in my head, I just don't seem it feasible that that is worth it. I'm going to set a timer on this so that we don't go too long. I'm going to set a timer for 1 hour, and we've already been going for a few minutes, but we'll kind of try to keep this episode an hour. Maybe a little over. Alright, this is telling me that I have a commandment available, and that is because Helmgart is its own entity. If you take a look, there's no other cities down here. If I click on Ubersreich, you can see all the other cities that go with it. Helmgart is its own city. So again, I will choose growth, and we will try and get this built up to level 5 as quickly as possible. Once this thing hits level 4, which what level is it? It is, right now it's a level 1. Once this thing hits level 4, I can pretty much abandon it and not have to have a supporting army in it, and she will hold its own. Not very many of them can handle beating just a fort's garrison unless you're bringing in 2. Wow, I gained some armor. Karl, Franz, Dragon Helm, armor plus 5, fire resistance of 25%, And this is telling me that the faction is destroyed. So the Empire secessionists, they are gone. So enemy number 1 out of the way. Enemy number 2, we've already seen him. We got to fight these guys. Alright, let's end the turn. Let's check diplomacy real quick.
Yes?
Oslin would like non-aggression. We'll take that.
By Sigma's will.
With some money,
come in
132
peace.
bucks.
Affirmative.
Highborn.
The
Trade
Empire.
agreement. No. Military
called?
access. There's Nordland.
By Sigma's will. Come in
38
peace.
bucks. So
On
we got
it.
military access with them.
What?
And defense, military,
All right.
confederation, and peace treaty. Okay. Alright. Let's end the turn. Next turn, I need to get Karl Franz down to Ubersreich and get his butt healed up. Alright, so now my main concern during the turn here, I need to make sure and watch the Beastmen. Are they going to go anywhere? Technically, I think he has enough movement. He can actually hit Ubersreich. And if he does,
Orcs come before me. Be careful
so
what
we
you
got
say,
diplomacy
beast.
from
or my
another
Rex Marshal
faction.
will
They're
have
making
your
contact
tongue.
with me instead of me making contact with them. And they have declared war on me. This is greenskins that are up to... This is me. And this is the Reichland. This is where all my cities are at. So this guy is sitting right here. So he is just to my north. He is declaring war on me. But he's also declared war on this guy and this guy, who are my neighbors. So it's not like he is going to make a beeline towards me.
A quest has been issued, mighty lord. A great adventure beckons. Be wary, though, for while the potential rewards are great, so too are the perils.
Alright, what this is a special mission, or basically a special task. And we'll fight it. We're just not going to fight it at the moment. If I go fight it and I win it, which I fought him enough, I know how to win them, we will get in this case, we will get a special weapon that's called the Beast Slayer. And it will provide a physical resistance of 40% and vigor per second, which is basically stamina, of negative 3%, which means you won't get as tired as quick. We will fight it, just not right now. Alright, this is a scenario. I need to either choose a side between Stirland or Averlin. Averlin is the one furthest over by the vampires, so they are the least concern of mine. Stirland is actually a neighbor. So between these two, Stirland means more to me than Averlin does, so I will side with Stirland. Another faction has been destroyed, Rebel Lords of Nan Yang. I don't even know where they're at, so... the Bray Herds, another Beastmen tribe. They have showed up right there. So, it's possible that Helmgart may be at risk, but...
Awaiting orders. The Emperor would be displeased.
I'm going to place this army.
I will.
There you go.
Let's go.
Alright, so I got him placed. Alright, he's already placed.
The nation
Alright,
calls.
so he'll be done in 1 turn, 2 turns, 2 turns, 3 turns, 3 turns, 1 turn, 1 turn. So it looks like pretty much everybody will be done in 3 turns. He's got enough to worry about with, this is the other Beastman tribe. He's only a stack of 11. It's pretty weak. Not too concerned about him. He's got enough to worry about right there. I doubt that he will even come into play with us. So we're going to get healed up. And eventually, because he has a garrison of 13. And none of those guys look overly vicious. So he has a garrison of 13, plus he has a stack of 20. He has one strong unit right there. Minotaurs, what are you? Those guys are pretty decent as well. Bestigor herd. That is not. That's weak. Weak. What are you? You're also weak. Archers that have a range of 115, so you're not overly that great either. Chariots are always... They're always something to deal with. These guys can just mow you over. Chaos Warhounds. These guys are kind of an irritating, like harassing type of unit.
Praise be to Sigma.
All right, so when will you guys be done? 3 turns, 2 turns, 2 turns. All right. So in a couple turns, I think we'll just go 2 more turns on either of them. And then we'll take both armies, march them towards Isleheart, and we will get our Providence back. It looks like the Garrison Lord has not moved. You already know that. Building upgrade available. Grunberg. Alright, so for $4,000, I can take Grunberg up to level 3, which will maximize it. Or for $3,000, which is half, I can take this up and generate some $200 more of income plus 10%, so it'll be 330 versus 110. I think I'll choose this. I need the money. And then the money will just help me build Grunberg up faster anyway. Alright, so let's go into diplomacy. One of the Wood Elves is interested in non-aggression. I'll take it.
Homeland just so.
Sigma. Yes?
Nobody for trade agreement.
Born to rule.
And Kislev. Yes. Modern day Russia. The Ice Queen is interested in military access. We'll take that.
The Boca Palace's doors are open.
And she'll give me 246.
So,
Okay. Alright, so I have some money to spend, and I'm actually earning 1214, so I can grab another couple units here. It's not going to hurt me. I will just grab a couple more. Well, I can only recruit one at a time. I can recruit one at a time, or I can recruit 3 globals, and I can have 3 units in 2 turns versus 2 units in 2 turns. This will cost me 15. This will cost me 9. Yeah. I need the money worse than I need the unit, so we will just do one at a time. Let's end this turn. Again, all I'm doing is getting the health level of my army back. And then we're going to go after Isleheart. Alright, another choice here. Do I choose Averlin or Talabek land? And again, Averlin is clear over by the vampires, and they have really a good shot of being eliminated soon by the vampires. So I'm going to stay loyal to Talabik Land. I don't even know what this is about. I also don't care. All I know or care about is the fealty score on the faction that I'm most interested in, as their fealty keeps going up. And for now, that is Talabik Land. This is telling me that Ostermark, which is one of the members of our empire, it's over by Russia. Up into the northwest, they've been destroyed, which that's pretty typical. Usually the vampires or some of the chaos units coming down, they'll take them out pretty quick. So nothing out of the ordinary. Let's take a look at Karl Franz, because we got some armor and it's already equipped on him. All right, good deal. Alright, so we do have a weapon that we can issue the magic user. He doesn't have anything, so I got this Sword of Battle, which will give him a +3 of melee attack. So his melee attack is 25, which is worthless in melee defense. Again, he's a magic user. He's not a fighter, but we'll give him that just to give him a little bonus there. And these are all followers. And everything is spoken for except a hedge wizard, and he already has one, and you can't run 2, so everything's filled for now.
I serve Sigma.
Alright, technically we could probably run with these.
Summon the Elector Counts.
But it looks like the halberdiers need 2 more turns, but I'm probably just going to give them 1.
Protector.
So let's recruit 1 more. And then we will sit, or we will go 1 more turn. Alright, so nobody on non-aggression, no trade agreements.
Ready.
Military access. The big one here is the Blue Dwarves. These guys are great, powerful
Greetings,
allies.
honorable
So
ally.
anything that I can
Very
do
well.
to make deals with them, I will.
The Empire.
Sterling is also still interested.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it.
I will.
Alright, so both of those were for military access, which means I can now travel onto their property or their territory, and they won't get pissed off that I'm trespassing. Alright, back over to this. I know that. Building upgrade. What do we got? Alright, Grunberg. How much money do I have? 4,000, and it will cost me 4,000. I think I'll wait for that, because if I buy that, I'll only have $4 in the bank. And I may need something. I may need more money than that for whatever reason. I'm thinking what we'll do here is, even if I go over and attack Isleheart and it says
Well, that is all I ever want.
Wizenland, I need these guys. Trade agreement, heck yes, heck yes, heck yes. I like it. So what they're offering is a trade agreement between each us. I'll get 71 per turn, they'll get 67, but they're also offering $200 to me to accept. Kind of like here's a little tip money, a little bribe money. Let's do this. Alright, faction destroyed the red and white dwarves, which are over in the mountains by the vampires. That's not a good sign, because that makes me wonder. We'll go over and take a look. It makes me wonder, are the vampires expanding that quickly? That last little banner right there told me that my magic user now has a barded warhorse. Alright, so the red and white dwarves, usually in this area, and this red banner is the vampires. So it's not showing me what's up here. So if I was to send a character over here closer, it would open up the visibility of this, but for right now it's not that important. Alright, let's go give...
What orders?
Let's go give the... let's go give
I
the
go where I
Beastmen.
am needed.
Alright, so we can only go that far this time around. Unassigned skill points means somebody leveled up, and it looks to be my Celestial Wizard. So let's take the Thunderbolt up to its top tier. So on the top tier, it's an Overcast spell, cooldown 50%, which means half the time. Winds of Magic cost is -2. So for this level 3, it will cost 8 Winds of Magic. If you see the blue circle with the number 8 in it, that's telling me how many Winds of Magic it will take. Winds of Magic costs for the upgrade, and the Winds of Magic base chance miscast, -15%. So the miscast chance right now is at 35%, which means 65% it will work exactly the way it needs to happen. And then once I hit evasion, it will open up all of these. And this one right here, it's called Earthing. It takes any spell that you cast and it drops the miscast chance by 15%. So once you have them all leveled up, that has a miscast chance of 35, and then with that you'll only have a miscast chance of 20%. And you always run the threat of having a miscast because magic is not something that you can corral at a 100% rate. There's always the risk that something could go wrong, so you always run the risk of
Ready to serve.
always run the risk of miscasting and basically damaging something instead of actually causing the inflicted damage that you want. Alright, so I can, for 1,500 bucks, I can take this up and we will go up to 500. What is this? Oh. This is something that you can do in this city that will actually increase the garrison by, and it will, in your garrison, it'll put in a wizard, a captain, a thane, which is a dwarven character, a waystalker, which I'm not positive what one they come from, and a witch hunter, which I'm, oh, and that is, a witch hunter is one of my heroes, which is right there, the witch hunter. But anyway, it'll put all of those into your garrison. So right now I want to, I'll spend the 1,500 so that we can get some more money. And we'll skip the building upgrade. Alright, there's a good possibility because we are sitting so close to Isleheart. We are an obvious threat that he may come out and attack us. Or he may run. Nope. He ambushed. So, basically, he surprised one of my armies. So we have to fight this, and there's probably a 100% chance that we're going to lose all of these. So my main objective right here is to just, I want to get as much damage on this guy as I can so that Karl Franz's army can go in and clean it up. There's absolutely no chance that I'm going to be able to win this one because he has me so outnumbered, and all of my units here are basically low-level tier trash units. So he's probably got me on this. I just want to inflict as much damage as I can before I get slaughtered. And then we'll have Karl Franz's army go in and clean it all up.
It is an honor.
Alright, here comes that. So if we spin around, oh yeah, they got us all surrounded. So we may get, I'm just going to assign these guys to fire into something. Alright, let's see what happens here.
Sigma for the Emperor! Charge! Withdraw!
Alright, some of my guys are routing already.
Ready for war!
Roar!
Sigma is with me!
Withdraw! Swordsman!
Elden Hammer!
Ulrich's teeth! Retreat!
There's the warhounds. They're almost lion-like. They're pretty cool. There's the chariots
Sigma preserve
right
us!
there. The units are very, very cool in this.
Righteous fury!
Just want to do as much damage as I can.
Retreat!
Ready, my lord!
Sigma preserve us!
Beware the wizard!
Sigma!
I got guys who have
Fire!
come back into play.
Bring it down!
They will retreat, but then eventually they will, a lot of times they'll come back. Not always, but a lot of times they will.
I do not fear death! To battle, brothers!
So none of my other guys have come back, just those 3 archers.
Missile infantry! Launch!
I'll fire into these dogs.
Keep your heads down, men! Sigma preserve us!
See if I can get them to break. They're starting to move already.
Let's have ya!
Alright, so let's get these guys. Let's fire into them.
Spells up their baggy sleeves. Power of the sky!
Let's fire into them guys.
Sigma preserve us!
Alright, so you... Alright, let's charge you into there.
By the gods! What is that thing?
Looks like my lord.
Retreat!
Spotter's the target!
Fire! Withdraw!
He has fled, and then as soon as your lord flees, you're pretty much done. So that's the end. We knew he was going to get our ass kicked. What I was hoping was I would actually do some damage. I practically did none. So let's see what his 20 versus my 20 does now that I got him exposed. Yeah, we only gave him 146 losses, and it looks like most of those were in his Chaos Hounds. They look like lions. They're pretty cool looking. I say the intricacies of this game is just jaw-dropping. It is absolutely a gorgeous game. I love playing it. Decisive defeat, which we already knew that. Ooh. And we also just got ambushed with Karl, Franz, so we may actually lose both armies right here. But if we do, it's not the end of the world. The only thing that we will be losing of value is we'll lose the magic user, the great swords, the halberdiers, and the handgunners.
Obey!
Alright, let's pause this thing. Yep, we are going to get absolutely annihilated. Yeah, we're going to lose our artillery. Basically, we're going to lose everything. That's all right. We'll send both handgunners onto the chariots. Alright, so the lightning strike. There is a big mass right there. We'll shoot a lightning bolt into there. Alright, handgunners.
Gunners! Moving! As long as we draw breath, they will die!
Reichsguard is just about dead already. Let's see if we can get him moved over here. You attack there.
For Heldenhammer! Lucas's head flew by me!
Alright, you shoot over there. No, you shoot into there. There we go.
Ready? That's an order! The portents cite chaos!
Alright, that's going to give a buffer to Karl Franz.
Moving faster!
He is getting his ass kicked, so I'm going to try and get him out of there.
Preserve us! Formation, march! Sigma, preserve us!
Alright, we got a lightning bolt here. Let's shoot one right there. Alright, all these guys are pretty much dodging.
Reichsguard Knights! And gunners! We serve the
Let's shoot
Emperor
into there.
for our right to live! Go!
Karl Franz out of there. Any more magic?
Astromancy.
Yes. Let's hit right in there.
Roar! And gunners! Shoot them!
No, let's hit the Minotaurs. Shoot the Minotaurs.
What? See to it!
Don't stop until they're all dead!
Roar! Get to the enemy! Ready for war! As long as we outnumber them, we will hold.
Shoot the Minotaurs. Yes. Keep going.
Take the ground! Withdraw! Ulrich! My subjects call! By Ulrich's wrath!
Alright, what kind of shot? Yep, I can get one in there.
Smash them aside! Ranged weapons ready!
Shoot! Swordsman! Them to their knees! We will kill Ulrich's wrath on them!
Don't give them an inch!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
Alright, we got another lightning bolt. Let's hit this big mob right there. We may get out of this. I'm not sure. Alright, Karl Franz starting to kick some ass. Alright, let's get him over onto the Minotaurs.
I sense convergence!
Minotaurs are almost done. Karl Franz should be able to help you there.
The Empire endures! Yes, quickly! I will not stand idle!
Alright, get out of there, Karl. You're getting your ass handed to you.
Sigmar calls! For Altdorf! Let's go!
Ready for war!
Alright, fire into
Find
there.
your targets!
Fire into
Find your
there.
targets!
Fire into there.
Withdraw! At speed! Sigma, preserve us!
At your service! Take
Fire
aim!
into there.
Withdraw! Big level!
You fire into there.
For Heldenhammer! To me, men! Get them! This is my command! Hand gunners! Withdraw! Yes! Hand gunners! For the Warhammer! Sigma commands! To battle! Heldenhammer! Fire! Karl, Franz! Ready for war! Fight for Heldenhammer! Bring lightning!
Missile troops! Fight, men! Fight for our right to live!
For Heldenhammer! We serve the Emperor!
Ulrich's word!
Shoot them!
Ranged weapons ready!
Alright, we're just about done here. Because once they have so many army losses, they will...
We serve the Emperor! Great swords!
They will leave the battlefield. And we're getting close to that.
Formation! March! My subjects
They are wavering!
Sigma! Preserve us! We are Sigma's heirs!
The gods of a
If I can drop that Lord.
Preserve us! For Heldenhammer, Sigmar guides us!
Flee!
No lingering! Sigmar, preserve us!
Ulrich's teeth!
He's getting ready to break. Go, Karl. Get on
Battle
him.
and blood awaits!
Get on him.
Brace yourselves! Brace for impact! Ready for war!
Alright, let's all switch to him. There we go. Victory. That was close. That was close. I don't know how much we got left, but... Alright, so the great swords, they're okay. What about Reichsguard? They're okay. I think we got a shot at getting out of here without losing anybody. That was a Pyrrhic victory. I'll take the money. And there's my other army. So he didn't get wiped out either. War declared. I don't want war declared on anybody. So if I spend 1,000, of prestige, which we have 2,500. I can stop the war here. What it is Midland and Stirling are at odds, and if I spend prestige, I can appease them both. Alright, there's the Skaven army. Remember we had a underground Skaven city found here? There is the army that I said would possibly show up. Not a big deal.
I am Prince and Emperor.
Let's go into
In
encampment.
the name of Magnus.
That's going to take 11 turns.
Who calls? Moving off.
So let's go back. Jump into the city.
Ready.
Now it's only going to take 4.
Praise be to Sigma.
These guys will be ready in 2. He'll be ready in 3. If I go into
I serve
encampment, will
the
it change?
Elden Hammer.
Nah. Alright. This guy I'm not too worried about. He is only a stack of 10. Stolen by the enemy. Feather for torque. To passive ability. Melee minus 10, armor minus 15. Nice. And it's automatically on that lord. Trait gain, Beast Scourge, chance of intercepting any army using the underway, beast paths, or world routes. Ambush defense 20%, so now I have that trait. So we have a 20% less chance of ever getting ambushed again. Technology research, volley fire. Capture and occupy a settlement belonging to any of the following enemies of Midland, the Black Tribe, War Herd, and okay, we'll be doing that. Pretty easy. Alright. Income from settlement. Trade gonna go up. Recruit rank up. Let's focus on the missiles. Missile strength plus 10%. Let's do that. Alright, let's do some skill levels up. Lightning strike. Lightning strike, what it does, if you have 2 armies on the field of battle, like 2 enemy armies on the field of battle, lightning strike will just prevent one of their basically their supporting army. It'll hold them off the battlefield for X amount of minutes, and the more you go into this, like if I do the first one, it will it holds their reinforcement army back for 25% of however much time is allowing. If you do the second level, it'll go 50%, and so I'm not too sure what the difference is between level 2 and level 3. Enables lightning strike battles when reinforcements are present. Enemy battle reinforcements time plus 50%. The option to carry out a lightning strike battle will appear on the pre-battle panel. So anyway, you can basically, if you're going to fight 1 against a 2, it'll basically hold the second army of your enemy off the battlefield for 2, 3, or 4 minutes, and just let you face the first army one-on-one. So we will do 2 on a lightning strike. Helm Guard's ready to go up by 1. We'll do that. Cost 2 grand. Ubersreich is ready for a 3rd tier. Let's give him that garrison boost right there. We'll do that. And that takes me down to $87. Alright, so let's end this turn. How much time we got left? 14 minutes. Wow. And just like that, Beastmen have a full stack of 20 sitting in Isleheart. Vampire conflict of men. Neither one of them are going to help me at the moment. We'll choose that one. Neither one of them matter. This is, if I spend another 1,000 prestige, it'll only take me down to 600 prestige. I never want to get below 1,000 prestige. So it's going to gain my Imperial Authority by 1 if I do it. My Imperial Authority is already at a +2. Going to a +3 is not that, it's not greatly beneficial, so I can care less about that. And it's too expensive. I don't want to ever let my prestige get below 1,000. So I'm going to do nothing, and I'll gain 200 prestige. We got an ambusher. How many turns we got? Karl's going to be ready in 1. Great swords will be ready in 1. The halberdiers will be ready in 2. Swords will be ready in 3. I can tell you right now, we're not going to wait 3. Handgunners will be ready in 2. Archers in 1. Alright, we're waiting 2 turns.
Champion of the faith.
We're waiting 2 turns.
The nation calls.
Alright, skill point for my magic user. We're going to take evasion. It's going to take my speed up by 5, melee defense by 5. Neither one of them I really care about. What it's actually going to do that I need is once I select that one, the next time that I level up, all these will be open. So I need that. Lord's not moved. We know that. Building upgrade. I don't have enough money to even worry about what it is, even if it is. Alright, let's go to diplomacy. One quick.
Yes,
Haverlin. Non-aggression.
I will listen,
I'll
but
take
my
that.
time is short.
I need money. $800.
On it.
I'll take it.
It is time.
Trade agreements?
So?
No. Military
Champion of the
access?
lady.
No.
Mistress
Defense
of
alliance,
arts.
military alliance, none of that matters. Let's end this turn. We are down to 197 factions, and we started with 275. And the only one that we have taken care of, personally, is we have taken care of one faction, and that is the Empire Secessionists. Here is the exact reason why I never want to get my prestige lower than 1,000. If I didn't have, right now I got 1,851 prestige. If I didn't have 1,000, then I would have, war would automatically be declared on Wissenland. Wissenland is the neighbors right to the south of me. And I am almost, my armies are almost completely depleted simply by trying to defeat the Beastmen. So if I didn't have that 1,000 prestige, Wissenland would declare war on me, and I am very susceptible of being completely defeated because my armies are really depleted right now. So I'm going to spend that prestige right now because I have to. It's going to take me down to under 1,000, but it has prevented a war that I know I can't win. All right.
Is it time?
Sigmarite Archlector.
And that guy just went into... He went into ambush again. Damn it. Alright. We're going to go one more turn. And then we're going to move. We're probably going to get ambushed again. But we have a 20% chance of not being ambushed. Greater chance of not being ambushed simply because of that trait that I earned by defeating that army the last time. So the odds are a little bit more in our favor, not by much. Alright, so if I stay in... If I stay in camp, ambush defense chance plus 75. So all I gotta do is move in encampment stance.
Onwards! As is my right
Which
by
is
Sigmar's
absolutely
crown.
fine.
Here to serve.
Yep. So we got a real, just by being in camp, they're gonna have a difficult time ambushing us. Building upgrade, what do we got? Just a real quick look. I'm gonna take Grunberg up because now I got some replenishment money. Let's end the turn. The Skaven army that showed up by Altdorf looked like it took off and went to the north, which is absolutely fine. And I just noticed something. If you look northwest of Altdorf, never mind, this thing just took it away. I'll show it to you when we get back. Bretonia, which is modern-day France, they're neighbors to my northwest. They want military access with me, and they're going to give me $300. I'll take that. They are great allies to have. All right, we'll let this turn follow its way out, and then I'll show you what I was talking about. Something's happened that I didn't even realize has happened. Alright, on this one I'm not going to do anything. I don't have $2,000, I only have 3,000. So you're not going to get 2 of my 3,000 for me to provide an army for you. I'm not going to spend 300 prestige when I only have 900 to begin with. I can't choose this one because I don't have 1,000 prestige, so I'm going to do nothing. And I will just take the fact that you're going to get pissed. Here's what I'm looking at. Greenskins, they have taken over the neighbors to the north of me, which means they're going to come after me quickly. So instead of changing my focus and getting myself over to fight the vampires, it looks like I'm going to have to change my focus and get the Greenskins pushed back a little bit to my north. Not what I wanted to do, but we're going to do what we have to.
True servant of Sigmar.
Alright, we're going to move you
Following
there.
Sigmar's path.
I am Franz.
Take you there,
They will
and we
obey.
are going to attack the city. Decisive victory. Not going to lose anybody. Auto resolve. And we'll occupy it. That gives us... That destroyed the faction. Province is secured. We got regiments of renown. Alright, so I will have to explain that to you. This is stating that I had a mission successful, which was basically attacking and eliminating a foe of these guys, which these guys don't even exist anymore. Okay, Isleheart, let's get you up to level 2 and start making me money.
The Empire.
Okay. Alright, I'm just going to have to keep an eye on this area here. Because Helmgart has a garrison of 15. It's only a level 2, and usually it can't stand on its own.
Ever vigilant.
Until
I will do anything for Sigma.
it gets up to level 4. So I need to keep an army close to there, just in case they get in trouble. Alright,
So-
let's go up in some skill level here. Karl Franz, lightning strike.
Protector of the weak.
The supporting army, Iron Disciplinarian, building upgrade. I don't have enough money. I've only got $1,000, so we're going to skip that. Commandment, because I have this guy's back, we'll go growth. We have all the cities in Altdorf back. Alright. Let's go diplomacy just to see what's up. Alright, the Golden Order is getting close, which is good because I want to confederate him. He's a very powerful magic user who is a member of the Empire. I would like to confederate
The
him at some
Empire.
point. Ooh, look at all of these trade agreements. Nice.
Yes?
Nordland,
By
you're
Sigma's will,
offering
come in peace.
73.
What?
Sterling,
Who
what are you
calls?
offering?
It is good to see fellow sons of
75.
the Empire this day.
So,
Austin. The only reason I'm checking these out is because sometimes you'll make a trade agreement with one, and the others will go
it is
away.
good to see
So I
fellow
just want to
sons of
see
the Empire this day.
who's better. Austin, I can get trade agreement and military access.
the Empire.
Midland.
Come then. Only
72,
Sigma's god,
68.
Ulrich, can.
What?
Let's go
Who calls?
Sterling. They
Welcome,
gave me
my
the most.
countrymen.
Right. So,
And the rest of them are gone. That's what I thought. Good thing I shopped for it.
by the comet.
Alright, so my next attack is going to be at Karaberg. Just because that is greenskins now, so the orcs are that close to my border.
Honored to serve.
I can get, because I got 1900 per turn. So let's get a couple swordsmen there. Let's end that turn. How much time we got left? 38 seconds. Okay. Alright, so basically in tonight's episode, the only thing that we got done was we finished out Helmgart. We eliminated the Empire Secessionists completely. That faction no longer exists on the map. And
Greetings, fellow heirs of
oh,
Sigma.
Aberlin would like to reach out and talk. They want military access. I will take that. We eliminated the Empire Secessionists. We gathered complete control of Helmgart. We regained control of all of Reichland because we fought the battles with the Beastmen, with Eilhart. You guys got to witness a great battle. Basically two versions of an ambush battle. One where we got our ass kicked with the supporting army, and then one where we almost got our ass kicked with my main army. We were able to prevail just barely out of that one. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to move Karl Franz. Ooh, I don't even have to move. What I was going to do was move him to Altdorf first, and then next turn go to Karaberg. But it looks like by the green movement here, I can just go straight to Karaberg and take that over. But we will wait for the next episode. And we will start the episode right there. Our next move is going to be going up here and eliminating these greenskins. And once I do this, because I have no desire to take over any of this territory. So like when I go to Karaberg and retake that city, one of the options that it will give me down below, instead of occupy, loot and occupy, or raise it, or it will give me the option to give it back to the original faction. So that's what I will do with these, because I have no desire to own any of this. And then also maybe in the next episode we can actually go up to this this special mission and fight that, so you guys can see what a actual mission looks like. And then maybe we can get a different powerful magic weapon. So let's say good night for this episode, and I will catch you in another one. See ya.